video. It is March 1st. We're zooming through 2023 already. Feels like just yesterday we were celebrating New Year. We were in Christmas mode. It's March 1st, which means we're already in the last month of the first quarter of the year. And I know we always start the year with a head of steam, right? We set goals, we set targets, we build plans. And sometimes we're right on step. Sometimes we fall behind. But really the most important thing is to make sure that you check yourself, right? And that's what this video is about. I'm giving you the opportunity to check yourself to say, okay, let's get real. Where are we right now in March? Are we on track? Are we off track? Are we trending towards those goals? And do we need to course correct, right? Because one of the most important things you can do as the entrepreneur, as a leader in your business, is to be cognizant of, are we on track? Are we off track? Are we taking the right actions? And are we moving towards the goals? And when you do that on a consistent basis, when you do that once a month, when you do that once a quarter, when you've got that hard stopping point and you course correct, you can accomplish so much more throughout the course of the year than if you just set a goal at the beginning of the year and kind of hope that it goes okay. So on this video, I just want to kind of draw your attention here, give you a couple of minutes to think about how you're doing and help you kind of just evaluate what you might need to change going into the rest of the quarter. So give me some feedback in the comments. If you're watching me live, type live in the comments so I know you're seeing me. If you happen to be watching this in the recording after the fact, type replay in the comments. I'll try and make this quick, but I do want to make it practical and I want to make it actionable. What you want to do at the beginning of each month, at the beginning of each quarter, is we want to review some things, right? We want to review our sales retention tracking sheet. We want to review, our plan versus actual. We want to review our profit and loss sheet. We need to review because if you don't review, things just happen, right? And that's how messes come into place. Second to that, we need to celebrate, regardless of how well the quarter went or maybe how poor the quarter went or the month went. We need to recognize, like, what did we get done? What are our accomplishments? What you focus on expands. And so if all you think about is the clients you lost, the employee that left, the fact that maybe the financials weren't where you want, if that's what you focus on, you're going to create more of that in your business. So be really cognizant of what did you get done that was productive? What can you celebrate this month? And make sure that you kind of pass that back to the team. Let the team know, hey guys, this is the goal for the quarter and this is where we ended up. If you got open book financials, make sure they know this is how much revenue there was. This is what the profitability was. Share that back with the team so they can be excited, they can be inspired, and throw some golden bricks, right? Let the people know who did good work, that accomplished good things. Let them know, hey, great job. Really appreciate you. This is your time at the beginning of the month. If you don't do it any other time, at least now kind of take a couple minutes to recognize that. So we want to review, we want to celebrate, and then we need to reset, right? At the beginning of the quarter, it's always important to reset, recast goals. Are the goals on track? And rebuild the plan a little bit, right? What worked last month that we want to do more of? What didn't work? And where do we need to course correct with our marketing, with our sales process, with our client retention strategies, with our onboarding in order to get things where we need them to be? And then really, most importantly, what I'd love to see you do is refocus, right? Just get really clear at the beginning of the month because our minds can only think so far. Some of us are good at thinking a quarter in advance. Some of us, it's hard to remain focused for a week. So just get clear at the beginning of the month. It's a new month. You've got a new lease on life. Reset a new goal. Reset a new target. Where do you want to be by the end of March? How many clients? How much recurring revenue? Put that front and center and make it somewhere where you have to see it, where you have to focus on it. Promise, if you just spend 10 minutes right now looking at these things, getting yourself refocused, your March is going to be much better and you'll be able to end this first quarter on a bang, as opposed to like kind of fizzling out. I'm a big fan of Tony Robbins, and I've talked about this a little bit, but I really just want to reemphasize at the beginning of this month, the ultimate success formula is number one, know what you want. Get really clear, like here's what I want. I want to build X. I want to build a 7-figure agency. I want to have a 7-figure personal income. I want to have an 8-figure agency, right? Get really clear on what you want. Get clear on why you want it. Like you have to be clear. Why is that important for you? Why is building the 7-figure agency important? Why is going to the next level in your business important? To get really excited on a 10 out of 10. If you're not clear on your why and you're not excited about it, you're not going to do the effort. You're not going to focus. You're not going to continue to get things done. And then you have to take massive action. I think some of us love personal development and we love like setting goals and setting targets and building vision boards and getting excited. None of that's going to do anything for you if you don't take massive action. Right? You have to be doing the work on setting appointments, closing deals, serving the clients at a world-class level, getting your operations dialed in, controlling your financials. You have to take the massive action necessary to get the outcomes that you want. And then you just try until you succeed, right? Regardless of if you're at low six figures right now, multiple seven figures right now, as long as you're taking action towards the goal, towards the target that you're after, there is no way to fail. Like, you will absolutely get there. And it's really important to take action, get feedback. And that's what this monthly check-in process is about is, okay, I did this month. And what's the feedback? Did I get enough appointments? Did I get enough sales? Did I retain my clients? Am I getting, client testimonials and case studies? Where's the feedback telling me that I'm failing or I'm not delivering the way that I should? And then you have to take that feedback and make corrections, right? You make corrections on a monthly basis, on a quarterly basis, to the plan, to the activity, to what you're actually doing. And if you continue to do that on a consistent basis, and that's what these check-ins every month are for, right? Is to say, I set a goal. I took massive action. I'm looking at the feedback. That's why we're pausing and we're reflecting. And I'm going to adjust course so that I can get where I want. This really gives you the ability to get everything you want. And it's really important in your agency that you recognize your thoughts lead your feelings lead your actions drive your results. And so I know there's a lot of talk right now about potential recession. I know inflation is crazy. There's been this great resignation in the agency space. Our clients potentially are worried about what's going on in the economy. If you focus on that and you're thinking, you know what, I don't know, man, I'm a little worried. I think maybe things are going to slow down a little bit. You're going to start to feel like, oh, I don't know, maybe I should slow down. And then your actions will not be in congruence of where you want to go. You won't be doing the effort. You won't be making some of those decisions. You won't be taking some of the risks that you would otherwise. So it's super important that you choose at the beginning of every day, at the beginning of every week, at the beginning of every month, what your thoughts are going to be on. And you need to focus on what's going to inspire you, what's going to motivate you. You need to be focusing on the opportunity and not the problems and not the pitfalls. There may be, a recession in the world, right? There may be a slowdown, but that won't impact you in your 7-figure to 8-figure business, right? You have the ability to control that outcome. You can accomplish everything you want. There's so much abundance right now, whether there's a recession or not, to crush it. And so if you choose to focus on, this is what I want to accomplish, this is where I want to go, these are the actions I'm going to take, you can really control your results and your outcomes. And so, without going super in depth on this, because I want to get to, you guys looking at your plan here, be sure you're clear on the goal and the vision for the month, for the quarter, and for the rest of this year. We've already built this process. If you haven't done this and you don't have it in writing, here's the goal, here's how it breaks down by quarter, absolutely do this. We do our ongoing planning, and that's when we're getting together here once per month, once per quarter. Members, we get together at the member mentor masterminds every month, and we kind of work that ongoing plan. But really, where the magic happens is in your daily rituals, right? Choosing to start the day, not just wake up and let's see where it takes me, choosing to start the day doing the things that are going to put you in a positive state, focusing on what you want to accomplish, reviewing your goals, and really doing the things that put you in that state of momentum. So I thought it was important, at the beginning of a new month to re-hit this process. Maybe if you're out of rhythm right now, you're not looking at your goals on a daily basis, you're not doing some type of affirmations, you're not really clear on your goals and your targets, this could be killing the momentum in your business. And maybe it's just time to get back to spending 10 or 15 minutes at the beginning of the day, really consciously deciding where you're going to focus. So getting technical here, getting into the specific things I want you guys to do as we kind of recap the quarter. We want to review the sales and retention tracking sheet. Right, this is the lifeblood of your agency. Are we getting the new clients that we need? Yes or no? Are we on track? And then are we retaining at the level we want? Sometimes as you grow, as you get to 7 figures and multiple 7 figures, maybe you're hitting your sales targets. Wow, I'm landing 6 clients, 7 clients every month, but I'm losing way more than I thought. I'm losing 5 or 6 clients a month as opposed to the 1 or 2 that I was anticipating. Right? That's why looking at the balance of your sales retention tracking sheet helps you see, like, where's the miss right now. but it's really important. Look at the sales retention tracking sheet. This is a spreadsheet. If you don't have it, type sales and retention tracking sheet in the comments. I'll get you access to it and kind of help you get this set up. On sales side, if we're off track, then it's probably a function of strategy sessions, right? It could be you're not getting enough appointments with the ideal prospects in your space. And so going into this next month, it might need to be a focus around your cold outreach, around your Facebook ads, around filling the funnel and building your authority so that you hit your sales targets. If sales is okay, but retention is an issue. And I like to say you want to try and shoot for a 97% plus monthly retention, which means if you're losing more than 3%, like if you're at 4 or 5% on a monthly basis, that's something you probably want to focus on. And if retention is dipped, it could be your onboarding process. A lot of times it starts with onboarding, but it could also be the account management process. Like how well are your account managers trained, or how well are you managing the client relationships so they understand what you're doing? You're seeding the vision, right? That might be something to go back and work on. And it could be results, right? At the end of the day, you can have the greatest customer retention management strategy in the world, but if you're not delivering the goods for the clients and they don't see tangible value from your services, that's going to be an issue. So I mean, look at it here. Are we on track on sales and retention? Where do we need to focus this month to improve, right? So that's the sales and retention side. The next is your P&L. So that's your profit and loss. And, as agencies, we don't like to get into the numbers all of that much. But the reality is revenue is vanity and profit is sanity. And so really what we want to look at with the P&L is how much revenue did we generate, but more importantly, how much profit was there, right? Because sometimes we're like, I had a great month. We did, $197,000 in revenue, but we only had, $20,000 in profit, right? That's probably not the profit metric you're looking for. It's really important as an agency owner, once a month, pause, review your sales retention tracking sheet, and also look at the profit and loss sheet. And if you don't have a profit and loss sheet that's being run for you on a monthly basis, shame on you. This is mission critical. As the owner of your business, you have a responsibility to know how much revenue did we generate and what was the profit, and adjust course, right? Sometimes we're overspending in our delivery, right? Sometimes maybe we're overspending in our marketing. Sometimes we're taking too much as the executive team, like we're just paying ourselves too much. Sometimes we've overhired. And right now, and I know I say focus on what you want and focus on growing the business. Right now, with the economy the way that it is, you need to be more conscious of that profit and loss sheet than ever and quicker to make adjustments, right? If you lost a big client, let's say, $7,000 in monthly recurring revenue, $20,000 in monthly recurring revenue, yes, you'll make that up, but you probably need to make some financial decisions in your overhead structure in those situations to make sure you don't go into the red. So we want to look at the profit and loss, and then after that, we really need to build our plan, right? We've looked at the sales retention tracking sheet, on track or off track. We've updated where we're going to be by the end of the quarter. We make sure we know exactly what that target is. We look at our P&L. Are we managing to the profitability that we need to, or do we need to make some financial changes? And then we need to build a new plan. All right. So for the month, based on what we've accomplished, what's the plan? What are we going to change? What are we going to work on? What are we going to focus on? And make sure that it's super clear for yourself and for your team. Here's the goal for the month, and here's how many clients we want to land. Here's how many clients we're expecting to churn. Here's what we're shooting for from a revenue perspective and from a profitability perspective. And then here's what we're going to be doing on each of those different areas, from sales, retention, profitability, and financial management, and client retention, right? And really creating that world-class experience so the clients stay with us long-term. I know this is a bit of a mouthful, and at least if you did this, you're going to know where you sit from a revenue perspective. But I really think if you can invest a little additional time on the P&L and reflesh out that plan a little bit, you'll be setting yourself up for a great quarter. So that's really what I want to say. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments, some wins. Like, how was February for you? How's this first half of the year been? Maybe you hit your goals, right? Or you're ahead of target. Put that in the comments. Man, I landed X amount of clients. Or, hey, we grow our revenue to this. Or maybe you did something from a marketing perspective you're excited about. We launched our book, or we spoke at this big industry conference. I would love to hear that in the comments. Maybe profitability was really good. Hey, we made some adjustments to the profitability and we hit a record profit number. Let me hear some wins, some accomplishments. That way we can cheer you on, and let's all double down, right? It's a new month. Let's keep the pedal to the metal. Let's take the actions, the massive action we need to get the outcomes that we're after. Let me know in the comments. Really excited to hear your wins and excited to make sure we all crush it in March. And for 7-Figure Agency members, super excited to see you in 2 weeks at the member intensive. It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited about the agenda, the content, and more importantly, spending time with you guys and really just taking things to the next level. So that's it for now. Thanks, everybody, and I'll talk to you soon.